Alright guys, I'm in Fort Smith. In fact, the system just sent me a message that it's deadheaded my order a couple miles back, but I wanted to show you, when you come into Fort Smith from Oklahoma off of I-40, the shortest way to get to the Maverick yard in Fort Smith is to get off I-40 at Roland, Oklahoma, and kind of come through downtown Fort Smith like I'm doing here. And I just wanted to show you this. Oh, looks like they've sent me a load. But this is the designated truck route through Fort Smith. And we're turning on to, I guess you'd call this Zero Street, although I don't know that it's called that at this point. But I wanted to show you, here's the tricky part of this truck route. Coming up here at this red light you see up ahead, and the signs are telling me I got to take a left. Really what I want to do is just go straight for a couple hundred yards, and I'll be going, on Zero Street. But the truck route makes you take this left turn, and then you got to go down about 100 yards and make a right turn. And that's what I wanted to show you, because it's an impossible right turn to make without the back end of your trailer running up on the curb. Even if I use both lanes to make this turn, it's impossible to do. So I'm just pointing this out as a bad road design. Alright, so after this white car goes by, we're going to make this left turn. And alright, so this right turn you see up here, it says 255 South truck route. I'm going to put on my blinker and try to occupy both lanes here and make this turn, being careful that nobody's coming in behind me. I'm even going to get over into the turn lane, and I still went up on the curb back there. I'm just saying, if you've never done that before, be aware of that, because it's not a good road design. And I'm not sure why it is they don't want you coming out. See, here's right here is where I would come out on the road. I don't know why it is they don't want trucks going down that little piece of road there, back there, but that's the truck route I just showed you. Kind of, it's just not a good design. All right. So basically now I've just got to go straight on this road. This is Zero Street. And I'll pick it up back when I get closer to the Maverick yard. I'm about 4.5 miles from there. See you there. Okay, everybody. I'm getting close to the turn on Planters Road for the Maverick Fort Smith yard. Since I last talked to you back there, they sent me my order, so I was listening to my messages there, and I'm getting an order. All I know is it's going to weigh about 43,000 pounds, and it's 6 bundles. And it goes to Columbus, Mississippi, to a ball door plant. Ball door makes electric motors, for one thing. And I'm not sure I've ever been to this place before, so I'm just not sure. But It's only about a 450-mile trip from here. And I'll be, you know, from here I'll drive about 150 miles to get home, you know, the Maverick North Little Rock yard. So that'll only leave roughly 300 miles. The delivery appointment is for Monday at 7 a.m. So I can tell you right now, my plan, you know, I had somebody email me yesterday saying, hey, you know, can you talk about how you trip plan? Well, I can tell you my thought process right now. I'm kind of guessing I'm going to have about 6.5 hours of driving from North Little Rock to get to this place in Columbus, Mississippi. So I will leave out Sunday afternoon, probably sometime in the early afternoon, you know, after lunch sometime, and get as close as I can. They do not have overnight parking, it says on this, on my work order. So I'll just try to get as close as I can Sunday evening, afternoon. All right, we're turning into the Maverick Fort Smith yard. And as usual, you know, you turn to the right to enter. I see several empty trucks. Giving you a look here, there's a fella tightening down his chains. Pull on it, man. Oh. All right, here's a guy working on trailers, putting on a tire. All right, I'm just gonna pull in here to the right, and then I'll go into the system and notify them that I have arrived, and hopefully we'll be getting into the load order pretty soon. Oh wow, it looks like they've graded the, remember I was here yesterday talking about how bumpy the road was? Well, they've worked on it. Hey, hey. All right, guys, more later. All right, guys, I've been assigned loading zone C. When I first notified in the system that I had arrived, it said I was number 4 in will call. But it only took about maybe 10 or 15 minutes for them to give me a load assignment. You can see the grader up there working on the road. So I'm gonna turn this way. There's been a couple of other trucks use this spot here to turn through. All right. Loading zone C, that'll put me right in the middle. Well, I'm just glad it's not raining. It has rained a little bit today, but for the most part, it's just been kind of cloudy and still windy. Definitely cooler than normal for this part of the country. I heard them say on the radio, this is definitely cooler temperatures than we're used to for this time of year. Right now it's about 12:30 p.m. and it says on my truck thermometer, it says it's 60 degrees. All right, so there's a truck in A and B, and I'll be C. I have not put anything out on my trailer yet because I don't know what I'm getting. Once I find out the length of the product, I'll start positioning some boards and straps. I'm just hoping it's something that's like less than 25 feet long, so maybe I can get it tarped with one tarp. Anyway, this is loading zone C. Alright, that ought to put me about right. Alright, I'll try to show you some more in a minute. Alright, so 4, 5, 6. Okay, that looks good. All right, I got Theodore up there loading me, and I'm getting 6 bundles. How you doing, Theodore?
Hi,
pretty good. Oh, got some that are shorter.
got one shorter.
Ah, okay. So this little small bundle right here is about 2 foot shorter than the other one, so he moved my back board up. But and he's moving the front board up a little. So I was just about to go over the placement of the boards when he pulled up. So I'll try to go over that a little bit, but they're nice and straight. He's moving the boards just a little bit there. All right, so look nice and straight. They do have blocks in between the bundles. Looks like they stayed touching. That's good. So all we have to do now is get the two bundles put on this side. All right. So he told me to put 5 boards on the deck of the trailer, and then I was getting 25-foot product. So the way you do that is, if the product is 25 foot, now he's going to go ahead and put his the blocks up on this bundle. Show you how he does that. Uses his little PVC tool, just reaches them up there. Sorry about the wind noise. All right, so if it's 25-foot product, we know we want to have a belly strap on each end. So we want to take off 2 feet from the back and 2 feet for the front. So 25 minus 4 is 21, and divide that by 2, that's 10.5. So our front board and our rear board ought to be roughly 10.5 feet from center. So 2, 4, 6, 8. He's got it at about 9.5. 2, 4, 6, 8. He's got it at about, you can see I got more than 2 feet on the front and the back. So these are more like 9 feet from center, but you know, that works. You just want to make sure you're leaving room to work with your strap. So that's what we got. Of course, remember, oh, there's a crazy load of something. Okay. Well, you got to remember, he moved the rear and the front board up a little bit because of this short bundle, I'm sure. Yeah, that's what he's doing. See, he moved the front and the rear board back further than it would have been, just so this short bundle would sit on it. So here he comes, I think, with the last 2. Looks like we'll be able to get this whole thing on one little clip. All right, here he comes. And again, this product is going to a ball door plant in Columbus, Mississippi. All right, all he's gonna do is shove those on there. All pressed up, nice and even. Looks good. All right, excellent. All right, that looks great. All right, let me get my straps thrown over. More later. Okay, guys, grader's still working, so I guess I'm gonna have to back up and curve out of here. But here's my load. I forgot to show it to you before I tarped it, but you know, got a belly strap in the front, in the back, 4 chains with over center binders, and it was just a couple feet too long. Had to use 2 tarps, so no big deal. So 2 of my 4-foot drop tarps. So that's it. Delivers Monday, 7 a.m. Columbus, Mississippi. All right, let's get to North Little Rock, and I'll wrap up the week there. All right, everybody. I thought I would go ahead and give you a shot of me leaving this place. I tell you, man, the ALM is on the move today, because I got back in the truck to get ready to go send in my paperwork, and sorry, it's getting me a fresh water. And I've already got a pre-plan to pick up a load in Columbus, Mississippi Monday after I make this delivery. And it delivers to Sand Springs, Oklahoma, which is just on the west side of Oklahoma City, as I remember. So how about that? The ALM must be planning to be feeling kind of rough on Monday morning after Halloween, and not wanting to have to worry about booking too many loads. Man, that's awesome. It's nice being able to know where you're going to be heading. All right, I'm going to have to do this tricky move here again to get out of here, because that grader's still working up ahead. Oh, let's see. Well, I'm glad they're working on that little road, if I can call it a road. All right, well, it's about 2 p.m. on Friday afternoon. It'll take me about almost 3 hours to get to North Little Rock from here, depending on traffic. I should be able to kind of get ahead of the rush, but they're doing a lot of road construction on I-40 between here and Ozark. I usually get bogged down somewhere in there. Anyway, I've got 6 hours of time still on my clock, so no big deal. I'm going to be able to get home. You know, should be able to get home before dark. So here's the picture of the loading lanes, and there's nobody over here. Isn't that just seems strange to me. Still seems like things are a little slower here than they have been. Anyway, still kind of windy, but not as bad as it was earlier today, and especially yesterday. Man, there's some people up in the front securing their loads. And you know, I've addressed this before, but you know, if you go in the front of the building there, you know, they've got a little lounge area, some vending machines, bathroom, and about maybe 4 showers, a little laundry where you can do some free laundry, ice machine, coffee. You know, if you're gonna camp out here for the night, or if you just want to run in and grab a quick shower, you know, it's a nice facility. And you know, if you're staying here for the night or the weekend even, they've got a couple of courtesy vehicles you can check out and go to a restaurant or go to the store. All right, guys, another picture across the street of part of the Gerdau mill. All right, back on the road. See you in North Little Rock. All right, folks, so I've made it back to North Little Rock, about to turn on to Valentine Road and head into the Maverick North Little Rock yard. You know, I picked up this load this afternoon in Fort Smith. Like I was saying, I think, you know, I ran into some traffic on I-40 as usual. There's a lot of road construction, you know, over in western Arkansas on I-40. So I lost some time there, but I was kind of expecting it. But you know, it took me probably 3.5 hours to get here. Normally it would take a little less than 3 under good conditions. So I've got about 5 hours and 15 minutes of drive time left on, you know, to get to my destination Monday. This delivers in Columbus, Mississippi. So probably what I'll do is try to leave out of here, you know, by 2 p.m. or something like that. I hadn't even looked to see, you know, if there's any places to stop at close to my customer. I'll do that tomorrow, you know, while I'm home, try to figure things out. And they've, like I mentioned, they've already sent me a pre-plan picking up there somewhere in Columbus and then headed back towards Oklahoma City. So that's kind of cool to know. You know, I might even be able to stop back here on Monday afternoon and go home possibly. So we'll see how that works out. Here's the Maverick Driving Academy to the right. Nothing going on there right now. And then as we approach the Maverick yard, we'll make this left turn. It's about 5:30 p.m. on Friday. I was glad I'll be able to get home on Friday. It seems like I wouldn't get home till Saturday morning the last couple of weeks. All right, let's open the gate. So the truck wash is open, but I'm not going to mess with that right now. I'll deal with that maybe Sunday before I leave. Kind of like to use the vacuum cleaner and get a truck wash before I leave out. Let's just see if I can find a good parking spot here in this area without having to get on the front row. That'd be nice. Y'all know how I don't like the front row. Yeah, here's a couple over here on this end. All right, guys, so as we make this turn, this is the training building you're looking at there. If you come to Maverick to get your CDL, or if you already have your CDL, if you come here and you already have your CDL, you'll just spend a couple of weeks in this building, you know, learning your safety training, you know, your new hire, your securement training. But if you come here to get your CDL, you know, of course it takes several weeks longer, and you spend a lot of your time over there at the driving academy. Alright, so I'm going to park on this end spot because it's just easy to pull my car right up to it and unload all my stuff. Then I'm going to go write up a request at the shop to replace my windshield wipers. Because I got my driver's side wiper is almost useless. So I got to get that fixed. That's very annoying. Alright, let me get this thing parked and we'll do a review real quick. Okay guys, let's do a quick wrap up of the week. Last week's miles was 2,584 miles. Now let's go back to the payroll email. Whoops. Give me a second. Okay, my gross pay for that week was $1,875.87. $1,875.87. So, for those of you that like to see the miles and the gross pay, there you go. Alright, what else do I need to talk about? You know, I don't have any new guys that I'm aware of that are out with trainers or about to finish up. You know, I had a couple of guys that were planning to start and got COVID, so everything is delayed a few weeks. So I hope you guys are recuperating well from that. Got a couple of guys that are waiting from you know, maybe looking at after the holidays to get started. I forgot to put myself off duty here, guys. There we go. All right, so man, I think I've covered it. That's about it. I'll be back out here Sunday afternoon and we'll get next week started. Halloween. See you then.